was going to try and sit with... How can I get this in the background of... Never know what I'm doing. Higher or lower? I wanted to get my painting in of my... I perceive higher self. Spirit guide. Funny because I saw something in a... She can't be a camera girl because I never know what the frig I'm doing. Probably knock my drink over again in a minute. Does this not reach any higher? Surely this goes higher. I don't... Wait, what is the best angle to be at? I don't know. Maybe... No. I just cut the head off, so that's, mind you, it's a high picture, isn't it? Not going to get it all in, otherwise I'd be down here, so yeah, that's not going to work. I could lower it, actually. I could have... I could. I know what I will do. If I get it, maybe I could bring it down. Here. Yeah, probably hide some of my art stuff as well. So let's come back down. Let's come back down. Woo! Maybe like that. No, that angle's rubbish as well. Oh my god. Right, hang on a minute. What? Just sorting myself out. You know, I'm never prepared. I've got that in the background that looks... No, that's not working either. Hang on a minute. Right. No. Let's just face it. She'll just have to stay there. I'm sat in the middle anyway of the room this time because I knocked the drink over last time. So let's just bring you back down. See what works. I'm always like cutting my head off for some reason, but never mind. I'll sit back a bit. So I'll try and get comfy in my chair. That's not working either. Put that over there. Move this round a little bit. Oh, right, this might work out a bit better. Let's move that. I just felt the need to come on to do a little chat of what I'm going to be doing. And it's a bit short notice as well from... is it the first of Monday? Is it Monday, the 1st of February? I should know because it's my birthday month. Whoop, whoop. So I'm going to let you into what we're doing. I've got a few cards to pull out, a few cards to tell you about, and the thing that I want to tell you about, which I'm going to start tomorrow because I'm going to do it a day before, and you'll understand why in a minute, I think. So, I'll just see who comes in. We've got JP, Debbie, Coyote, or you can always watch after, Rob, who else? Welsh Babe. And it's all about this, but it's all about self-love. That's why I decided to drink out of my love cup, because I do have many different mugs with many different sayings on and stuff. If you used to watch me years ago, I've always liked to drink out of a mug when I'm feeling a certain way. Hi, Kelly Jones. Is that the Kelly who's bits and bobs I'm still doing that are over there? But because my neck's a little bit better today, but I've been having to, you know, when you're fixing things over a table. So I thought I've done as much today and I'll do a bit tomorrow and then the finish, because it may be you. It may be you. Yeah, I've got a Kelly and a Claire and a Maria. Don't know if she's in. Yes, it is. These are Maria's, but they've not been... Did I do these ones? Polished up yet. Because they look shiny and then they have to be redone. But we had the little really like raw gemstone studs. Even though the studs, some of them are, you know, bigger because they're different shapes. And Maria asked for turquoise and amethyst. I did have mine in before. I've got a little turquoise on, but I took them out because I'm sporting my angel earrings today for self-love, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Don't know if you can see. Not really picking up well on this light. I'm going to check this light now in a minute. And then I think Kelly's were amethyst, if I'm correct, but they've not been buffed up yet. Not been buffed. Yeah. Hi, Ordinary Bear. So They've not been buffed up yet, but they will be, should be ready to send Monday, Tuesday. Like I said, I've had a bit of a sore neck playing up, and I think it's to do with one of my pillows that isn't very good. So I'm going to have to get that sorted out. Just let me check this light now. Actually, I can do it from here. I got this thing, I'm sure it doesn't even work. It's not very... Doesn't really give off that much light, but then again, because it's daytime anyway. So anyway, that doesn't really matter. Ooh. Right, so anyway, yeah, I was just sat thinking now, I'm going to be doing a chat tomorrow as well. Quite a long one. It's going to be an in-depth one. It'll either be in the day or it may be in the evening, or afternoon, whatever. I'm not sure yet, but I will let you know. Yeah, Cliff, I know. I've not really been looking at much because I'm just chilling out, waiting for everyone to see stuff. So it's not a chat on that, so I'm not going to get into that. You can talk about that in chat. I'm just not going to mention it on here because obviously a lot of you will know. Hi, Jean. I went to DC. We had a great time. Days later, I showed up at the house wanting to know. Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. So that's brilliant, Cliff Thompson. But I'm not going to talk about that because this is about self-love. But yes, thank you very much. Hi, National. So hi, everybody who's come in. Thanks, Kelly. If any moderators are in, just let people know I'm just going to talk. So, you know, if I don't say hi at the minute, because this is important to me anyway. Now, I just cleared throat chakra. I've moved myself in the middle of my room because I don't want to knock my tea over again. Hi, Mary, thank you. So, yeah, like I said, it's a lot to do with this, but it's a lot to do with self-love because, as we all know, I did write a few notes down, but I know I'm not going to end up looking at it because it's my table's just full of tarots and crystals and stuff. So, my notes are under there, so they're not going to get seen. But, anyway... Oh, I'm knocking stuff on the floor again. Hang on a minute. Let me just... She's not organised. Never organised, but this was just a spur of the moment thing, and I thought, well, it is part of where I'm going with stuff, and I'm doing it for myself, so this chair is awful. I'm going to share it with people. So let me move this out of the way. Put that on the floor, might be a bit better. What I'm going to be doing is, because of everything that's been going on in the world, does this... Hang on. Sorry, that's me messing around with this. I was going to put it long ways. It's just cutting everything off. So, with everything going on in the world, I know, I am clumsy. It's okay. But then you should see the amount of craft stuff in here. I can't move. So, with everything going on in the world, no matter what people are into, believe, or whatever it is, we all know people's... well-being is being affected, and that is a fact. Anyway, I need to move this, but I'm so rubbish with where to put the camera. Move it back a bit might be good. Yeah, so I'm not right up. So I feel like did I go to rehab? And I said no. I just looked at myself in the viewfinder thing. Then I'm like, oh, because of the flower, I feel like Amy Winehouse. Yeah. Amy Winehouse, that just because I saw that flower, I was like, oh yeah, I feel like Amy Winehouse. So anyway, I'm going to try and remember to look at your comments on here instead of trying to look over there, and then I can sit back and relax a bit. Oh God, I can't move in this chair. I need a new chair. This chair's terrible. Right, hang on. She's getting herself together now. Just, oh, it's ridiculous. I put this on the chair to keep it warm, because this is my son's old computer chair, but... I definitely want a big nice chair that's not on wheels, because I can't be doing with scooting around on wheels. It gets on my nerves. So let me tuck that in a little bit. Is that any better? Yeah. So, right. Let's get myself together. Fanny arsing around. Can't move up to the thing. Right. So I'm just putting my bracelets on, because I normally wear them every day, and I forgot this morning. Yeah, so like I said, as we know, there's a lot of people... Going to multitask now. I miss Amy Winehouse. I know. So yeah, I'm sporting a bit of Amy Winehouse today. So as we know, a lot of people's well-being is being affected, especially the mindsets, because as we all know, a lot of stuff that's going on is that's sort of what they want. It does affect people. You know, even people who think they're not being affected are being affected by some sort of something or other. So this still isn't right. So I've decided that and this is also not because, you know, I'm seeing stuff on YouTube. I mean, we're seeing it everywhere because it's happening everywhere, and it's a real thing that's happening with all the stuff that is happening, whether people believe in it or not. It doesn't matter if you believe there's a certain going about, it's still affecting people on all levels. So I just thought, going into February, because it is my birthday month, February, I'm a Pisces, and that's coming up soon on the 22nd, 2/2. It's not just because I've been, you know, you see people talk about it. I'm talking to friends, family, my loved ones, you know, saying that, you know, things are getting them down. Hi Lois, things are getting them down, starting to get them down more. Even the people that are sort of, I would say, in the knowing of certain stuff that's going down, and not just in the world out there, but what's going on in the realms of, you know, the things that we're not taught about. Some people are still getting down because of all this stuff, and even if it's with the fact that they're getting down because they're finding it hard, that why can't people see, and all that sort of stuff. So it doesn't really matter what it is, it's just we all know people are getting down. It's the 22nd of February, my birthday, so yeah, so I've decided, because it is my birthday month in February, that I'm going to do, and I'm going to stick to it, and no matter what time I get on at, I'm going to be coming on, I'm probably going to do the first one tomorrow, even though I'm going to do a long chat. So when I do the chat tomorrow, I don't know what time tomorrow, I'll just let you know at the time, because I'm not sure what I'm doing. If I'm doing something in the evening, which I might be doing, then I'm going to do it in the afternoon tomorrow, because I've got free time. If not, I'll let you know. But yeah, 2/2. I know exactly. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So not a coincidence, is it? So I've decided that every day, the month of February, I'm going to be doing a self-love February for all of you. If you want to join in or not, you can do it yourself. You can put your own thing out there, but I'm just giving a bit of guidance of what you could do every day. It's something different every day, and it's going to be called, because it's February. A lot of people do this on YouTube, you know. A lot of people do self-love September or whatever it is. I'm going to do self-love February, as in, I'm going to call it Love You Eri. Love You Eri for February. Love You Eri. And this is about you. It's not about anybody else. It's about you giving yourself little tasks or little goals a day. They're only little, you know. It's not going to break your day down where you can't, you know. Ooh, and you can't make excuses of like, ooh, I haven't got time. Yes, you have got time. You have got time to make time for yourself. Even if you've got kids, don't make excuses up. It could be 10 minutes out of your day, 15 minutes. It could be when you go for a bath or anything. I've said this before, so don't make excuses up. But I think if we all did it for a month, and you all sort of took notice and awareness of how you're feeling when you do these little things, you might realise that that's why you need to take care of yourself a little bit more. My birthday is on the 22nd of February. 2nd of the 20th. 2/2. Yeah, just saying. So that's what I've decided to do. So like I said, it'd be called it's Self-Love February, but I'm going to call it, the title for it's going to be Love You Eri. So it'll be like your title, Love You Eri, the 1st of Feb, Love You Eri, the 2nd of Feb. So what I'm going to try and do is do the first one on Sunday, even though Sunday's not the 1st of Feb, just to put out there what I may be doing, just in case you want to do it, and maybe there might be some things you have to get. Not that you'd have to get anything, it's just there might be some things like maybe a self-love ritual bath that maybe you haven't got, some of the things like Epsom salts and stuff like that. Not that you need anything, but it just gives you a bit of a chance, especially because there's people who watch me from, you know, all around the world, and they might see it at a certain time. If anyone gets what I'm saying, just in case there's something, you might have to maybe just nip to your local shop to get. Not that you need anything anyway, and you can make your own up, but what you will need is a calendar, maybe, If you haven't got a calendar, you could use a diary. If you haven't got a diary, you could use a notebook and a pen, because all you're really going to do is obviously write them down, what you're going to do, and you're going to stick to it. You've got to stick to it. I've got a calendar up here that I got off a friend, so I'll just go and get it. Hang on a minute. And she brought me this a few weeks ago. I knew she was coming with a gift. I was like, I knew you were coming with something. I don't know why, but then obviously I did know why. So I have got, just think, Dolly, next year your birthday will be, I know, can you imagine? Ooh, what a big year that'll be for me. So she got me this lovely calendar, angel calendar, because I do like to help people around me, and this is where my path's going with certain things. So she got me this, and it's nearly, I've not written on it yet, it's nearly February, so what I'm going to be doing is writing mine down. And I just love the one that's February. It's, believers, look up, take courage, the angels are nearer than you think. Well, yeah, I know. And it's like that bluey colour, the Tiffany blue. So there's February. Look up. And yeah, I'm going to be writing them down on here and doing what it says in it. And it, like I said, it could be just 10 minutes, it could be 15 minutes, it could be an affirmation, it could just be a bath, it just could be something every day that you take time out, because we all forget to give yourself self-love, because we forget. And we've got to be doing this over these times. Like I said, I've been talking to people today on the phone, friends, whose, you know, situations are in a minute from working from home. You know, people start having a bit of a wobble now and again, because we are by nature, we're not recluses, we are by nature what do you call it? Why is it just gone out of my head? Social beings. We like to be around people, of course we do. Around the right people, obviously, but you know, some people are enjoying it, but some people are actually missing that side of things of getting out and being sociable, even if it is at work, even if you didn't really like your work. But some people I've come across are missing that. So, you know, I'm just checking me, what's going on here. Right, so just let me get on my channel so I can see, so I don't have to keep bending forward because I had a bit of a sore neck. So you have got to remember, and I say this quite a lot, to take time out for yourself, because if you're doing that, it's healing as well, and that's what we're all doing anyway. This is where we're all going forward. You're also going to be helping the other people around you, because if you're feeling good about yourself and you're being loving to yourself, it's also going to help the people around you. You know that when you're feeling crap, you can get a bit snappy, you can get all caught up in other thoughts and stuff, and you can take it out on people around you, and then they go in a bit of a bad mood because you put them in a bad mood. It's that energy thing, and so on and so forth. So, you know, I just think it's nice if you can actually take time out. You know, we're still at the beginning of the year sort of thing, to do this, because we are all going through a transformation or transformations in our lives, and we're all changing. Some of us are starting to change direction of where we're going, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I will be talking about that tomorrow. And I'm glad all this is coming in, because I thought, am I going to remember what I wanted to put out? Of course I will. I always do. Hi, Revel. I just read Revelation. Oh, don't let me get that Bible out with fish on it. 2:2. I'm sure that it doesn't pertain to you. It's referring to the. Oh yeah, but they nicked our numbers anyway. But I see more 2:2 like a bit of a divine feminine energy going on there. You know, not everything in there, because it can be read different. You know what I mean? And they always try to skip things anyway. Yeah, but there is revelations coming. Let's face it. There's stuff coming. And it isn't the end of the world for us. It's the thinning of the veils. It's everything's going to be seen, and it's the end of it's the end of the world. To me, it's the end of. I'll say Pisces. I'm a Pisces. The Piscean sort of age that was in every age has been under a different, you know, ruling planets and all this sort of stuff. And it's the end of the. We all know this. It's the end of Pisces going into. We don't just go into it like that. It's been coming in for a while. The age of Aquarius, which isn't water, it's air. That's a lot to do with thoughts and the ether. So, you know, all that sort of stuff. So, And to me, Pisces was corruption, deceit, man-made, laws under man and all that sort of stuff. That's nothing to do with people who are Piscean, because that isn't Piscean traits. But, yeah, that's coming in. We're going into the age of Aquarius. Some people call the golden age. So you may be, when we talk about self-love as well, there's a self-love as well as in your heartfelt, pure passion of what you want to be doing in your life, and you're allowed to change that anytime. You may have been on a path, your path of career or whatever it is. We're not just talking spiritual stuff, we're saying, we're in both realms. You thought that you wanted to be such and such a thing, and then you've realised when you've got work in there, it isn't actually what you thought it was. I know loads of people, I've heard stories on YouTube about certain things. Who was I watching the other day? There was someone I was watching the other day, and it's a similar story, funnily enough, and they have a spiritual thing going as well. And I've been there when this person went to be, I think it was in America, a teacher for young children or something, got into that, and then realised it wasn't what they thought it was, because they realised it's all about tests. It's not really about the kids. They're trying to dumb you down. That's not the teacher's fault. That's just the systems that we all know. And she just realised it wasn't about that. There was a lot of bitchiness in this school. You get that in a lot of workplaces. Everyone looking out for themselves, really, and realising couldn't really make a difference there that much because of the system in the schooling system, which we all know. And I believe in the end, there's a lot of people saying, oh, we'll be going more online, we'll be going more homeschooling. I don't actually believe that. I actually believe, yes, you can homeschool if you want to, but when the schools become more of a holistic way of teaching maybe, and they're actually teaching what we really need to know in life, not just regurgitating and, brainwashing people into what they want us to do, and not really things that help us in life, which I believe in the end it will go like that. People need retraining and stuff. That it'd be fine for your kids to go to school, because we're social beings. Kids want to be around other children. And if it's more that they say, because I was a nursery nurse, every kid's different and they learn by, well, they don't exactly do that all the time. But if it could be that way, and it is at some places, so it's not every school's bad, it would be beautiful, or it'd be your choice to do whichever, not you know what I mean. So like I said, there's a lot of people who are changing their choices now of on their path, because on your path isn't like straight. It goes up where you're feeling quite good, it goes down. You may have a choice. It's all about choices and free will. You'll come to 2 doors, let's say, maybe you come to 5. Which door are you going to take? And it's like, if I did this, yes, I could get this, this and this. But if I did this is more fitting to my soul. This is more like I can get abundance, but I can bring abundance into everybody else, and then you're giving and you're receiving. Or I could do that where it's only for me and it's blah, 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 blah. So you have a choice on your path, and it's all up to you. It is not up to anybody else. It's up to you. And then, the curriculum needs to change with the time. Yeah, and I do think it will do, because I think this thing's in place anyway, And it's not, like I said, it's nothing to do with the teachers. It's to do with the higher-ups of that bit. But I'm not getting into that, do you know what I mean? Ooh, and I've got my lovely little selenite. So, give you a bit of an aura cleansing. Woo. So, like I said, I'm not really looking at chat at the minute. I'm just waffling on. So, I just believe you are allowed to change your path at any time you wish to, especially if it's benefiting you and helping others along the way. Don't feel that you can't. And I will. This is a big chat I'll be doing tomorrow. It's going to be a big ass chat. It's going to have a lot of truth in it. It's going to have a lot of It's going to go back to the beginning a little bit of why I initially first came on YouTube, because there's a lot of people out there who don't get it. There's a lot of people that watch me that don't get it. Like to think they know, but they don't. And this is really just for not those people. It's for the people who may be new on my channel, who may have just started watching, who may come to my channel at a different date, and they can see again why. Because also other things might come up that I've added on, because I'm growing, I'm expanding. There's different things I want to bring in, but it all goes back to the one main thing of why I came on YouTube. 5 years ago, 6, I don't even know how long I've been on YouTube, I'm not counting. And that will be put in the chat tomorrow, because you may have seen, you've also had that sort of same thing of expanding as well. Because like I said, if you're not expanding, let's see, it's a lovely day. Yeah, if you're not expanding, you're just staying stagnant. And I've said this a million times. I can look back on my YouTube from the very first beginning, obviously, and it's a recorded sort of journey. That's why I love it. You know, I can look back, laugh at myself, what I was talking about. I can look back and go, oh my God. I can look back and go, oh, you were angry at that. I can look back and go, actually, do you know what, Janine? You are, I'm quite proud of myself. You are growing as a person. You are expanding, and it's all there to be seen. And it doesn't matter what I've said in the past or what I was looking at or anything like that. Yeah, dynamic expressive journey shown too many. Yeah, and it's just my journey being shown, whether I've got things right or wrong, or whether people like my chats or not, or whether people think I'm false or not, or whatever it is they think I am. People just think that because I can change my mind whenever I want, and I can change my path whenever I want because I choose to, and it's all down to me and nobody else. But it's a beautiful thing because with the changes, you will get ups and downs, and you will get changes of like letting go of certain beliefs or other ways of thinking, like I said, other patterning. That's what you're trying to get rid of anyway, and you'll come more into yourself, which I said before Christmas when I had that, was really in a joy bliss state, and I was like, oh my God, just realised that I'm 22 in chat, that I've come into myself. It's like my higher self. That's what that picture is. You know, that's why I painted that picture. It's not finished yet. And it's a beautiful thing, and I don't have to apologise or feel guilty or feel unworthy that I'm not doing something or I've said something wrong, because I'm not putting that on myself. I'm just doing what I'm doing and I'm putting it out. And if people enjoy it, people enjoy it. If people don't, that's their own problem. That's not mine at the end of the day. So like I said, I'm going to be doing, for the full month of February, this is for me to do a goal setting as well, that I'm going to do something for myself, because I've got to remember to do it as well every day, but I have to show up every day on here just for a mini chat, just to put out what the next day is. And this isn't to say what you must do, this is just guidance in case you need a bit of guidance of maybe a couple of ideas that you want to do if you want to join in with it, because, you know, sometimes we get stuck for ideas. So, yes, well that's why I showed this one, and I've got the big one. Where is it? I think it's behind me. Where is it? I can't turn my head. Oh yeah. It's on a crystal grid actually, and I've just took it off, but this one. I just think of Superman every time I see it. Wow. But yes. Oh yes. And I've got a little crystal grid over there saying that. Of I have the power. That just dropped on the floor now. Right, where's that gone? Where have you gone? Ah! Right, where have you gone? Oh, right, hang on a minute. Come back round, full circle round the chair, full circle. Right, I did this mini one today with an intention. I can't really hold it up. It's a minuscule one. But I did put, don't know if I can tip this down a little bit. Right, so I've got my amethyst stone. That's my birthstone anyway. It's a very spiritual stone. Looks a bit like a heart, but I've got it going down for the feminine. And then I put this little purple butterfly for transformation. And then I've got my favourite pink quartz, and these are actually pink quartz as well, but they look a bit, I don't know, they look a bit of they are though, the roses. And I've put that down to remind myself about self-love. It's a little tiny little crystal grid, but I've put that up there. I moved out before, so I had to take the to blow the candle out, but that was a set with an intention of self-love, and remembering, ladies and men that you've got to give yourself self-love. So I might as well try and light that while I'm here, because I switched it off. Blew it out. So let me just get my lighter. And that was a free one I got the other day off when I got my selenite crystals, and they give me a little free one, so I've put that on there as well. And if you're into crystals, one of your self-love days could be just making a crystal grid up if you're into all that, and just setting your intentions for that day. Because we do forget, I dropped it on the floor again. We forget sometimes, and we have to remember to do our practices every day, because then that pattern sets in. But we do forget, because if you're a mum or a dad or whatever, and you're getting caught up and distracted by your kids, it happens. So something that distracted me the other day with Finn, but obviously I've not gotten this weekend, so it's easier. And I've had to wait till weekend to do it, but that's all right. And I'll tell you about more of that story, because there is a really big story that will be coming, is and will be part of a massive transformation in my life that I will be sharing, not just yet. So you'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let me see who's in chat. I'm not even looking. I can't even see. So, listening to a song called See You in Heaven. I'll see you in heaven. Do, 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 do. Is it that? No, I've not even got the tune. Yeah, I want to do the Love You array, because even last night I looked up and I felt like the yoga lady was sweet name. There's anything easy stretching. Yeah, it's funny that you said that about stretches, because I've got to get into yoga. I fall on and off it all the time, but I said to my fella last night, it's like the universe is saying, look, get back into it, because my neck was really sore after sleeping funny on it. I think that's what it is. I need a new pillow. And it was like, you need to start doing your yoga again. Not even to I know it's good for you, it's good for your mind, body and soul, but more to get a bit more like with your joints and stuff, and stretching out, because obviously when you do stretch, and because I do a lot of crafting, I'm sat in this chair, which isn't a brilliant chair, hunched over a lot, so I know that, even if I did it in the morning, or I took a break, and even if it was half an hour or whatever, and did that and stretched out and then sat back down. So we do forget. So this is why self-care, self-love is self-care, caring for yourself. Why wouldn't you? I came across someone talking yesterday online saying her guides are telling her it could take up to 4 years before this all comes out, because too many people. Well, the thing is, Julie, I will just say on that thing of this is why this all ties in. What is going on? That wasn't me. I'm going to hold this then. This is what I'm saying about self-love, people, is at the end of the day, I said to my sister today, I had a similar conversation, not about that, but at the end of the day, no matter how this comes out, it's coming out. And even if, it is, but it's dead hard when people talk about time, because it's not, I tried to say to my sister, it's not on a time frame. A lot of people in the left minds will go, left brain, I want the facts and figures, and now. And we all know, as soon as you put a time and date on it, it doesn't specifically happen on that day at that specific time. Everyone loses the shit. So this is why I'm trying to say, does your fellow friend not have hands? Yeah, we already did that last night, so it did take a bit out. He found a knot. There was a bit of a knot there. Yes, we know. We already did that. Yeah, so it's a little bit better today. And then I did something else today. It's a little bit better. And I took myself out for a little walk, which seemed to have it's that being a bit, sitting. So, and I had the same conversation, and I said, this is where it all goes tits up when people put a time and date on it, stamping it. This is why I don't talk about time and dates anymore. So, when they say the old Mr. T being for the next 4 years, which we know that's all coming, we're not even going to talk about that. Everything's just being paraded for people to see what they could have had, just to see, so they know what they don't want. And that's about life anyway. It's all about contrast anyway. Not even getting into that. And if he's in for another 4 years, this is why you've got to give self-love, because yes, there are still a lot of people who sleep, and a lot of people think, I believe anyway, I feel that, when all the high Suzuki, when all this comes out, it's going to be, yeah, he's in, it's shown he's in, that's it, work done, job done, everything's fine. No. This is where the real work begins. Remember what he said about this is the beginning. This is just the beginning. He's coming back in a new form. The best is yet to come. It's all there for you to do your work, and it's all there for them lot to catch up as well. So even if it is over the next 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, that's where people go, you what? I thought you said it was going to be like, I never said that. I've said you're going to have ups and downs, but what you need to get in perspective, within yourself, is the fact that you need to heal. You need to be doing your work while this is going on. This is why I say, don't get too caught up in it. A lot of people are saying to the community, you don't need to be looking at I said yesterday, it's different. I'm very aware of what's going on, but I don't shove my face in it every opportunity possible. And then there's a lot of people, you see, who are still on that movement I'm on, but because they're still angry at stuff or they're not seeing stuff at a certain time, they get really angry, they shout out about it, they want to get really aggressive about it. Well, like I think it was Above Duality, they've done some really good videos on it. If you're screaming about it, in fear about it, even though you're aware of it, that's still on that timeline. I don't scream about it. I'm pretty chilled about it. And I'm staying on the true timeline. If you're coming from aggression, violence, that's why there's a lot of people that find out and they'll go through the violent side. You remember when you first woke up, loads of people have said that to whatever you woke up at, especially if it's about that stuff, that's very well deep down underground, if you know what I'm saying, what's going on there. It is very angering, and there's a lot of emotions you go through, pain, heartache, especially for the kids, all that sort of stuff, and you want to get angry and you want to get violent and you feel like screaming, but you do come past that, and there's a lot of people that are still going to be going through that. So if you think about it, when we're healing, and we're all going to be healing for quite a long time, this is where it's going, it's not just a one trip. It's not just here's pill takes everything away. No, things are going to bubble up to the surface that you may have forgotten about. Even if you think you're very well, like, you know, I've been doing my shadow work and I've got rid of it, and there's lots of people like this, even me. I know I'm not unconscious to the fact that I can't say I don't think nothing's going to come up. I know I'm doing a lot of my work, but it doesn't mean that stuff isn't going to come up, because it will do. It will do for all of us, and that's when it's ever progressing, doing your work all the time. So it's not a one fix is this. There's a lot of things that have been going on over time, and lots of different areas that it's happened in. So yeah, it's in the physical, it's also in the non-physical. So there's all this new stuff that's coming in, but there's beautiful things that are going to be coming in alongside that, because the timeline's emerging. So to me, it's like you've got to focus on what you really want to bring in. And I feel like writing with this. So you've got to be aware of that. It is about being aware, but don't put a timestamp on it, because as soon as you put a timestamp on it, that's it. If it doesn't happen this, then, and then, everyone falls off. And then when a lot of people fall off, this is when, you know, I've seen comments in my chat or other people's chat on bigger channels that I've always put in a time date on, not going to say who, because there's a lot of people who do it. I've done it in the past, and then people fall off. And when they fall off, they get angry, they get confused, and they go back into fear. Oh, and it's like, no, it doesn't work like that. If you were truly sort of researching what's going on and the sort of things within you and how it sort of really works. I can't explain it dead well, but I know within myself what I'm talking about. We don't work on linear. So this is again where when we say we only put a time on something and a date, because we're always labeling things, and it's how our brain is like, oh right, so it may be around that time. Yeah, but it may be past that time, because it just doesn't work like that. Like was also referred, yes, I saw that clip about the Winter White House. Yeah, it's so funny, and they've got bunkers and everything down there. I was just saying, even though that's not one of these chats, but yes, potentials. Time is dimensional. Yes, it is cool, Nick, and that's why I say, you know, when I get the orbs in and that, I know they're from different dimensions that are right next to us. A lot of people out there think, you know, whatever they think, but that's up to them, because it's all going on at the same time right next to us. But we are on that timeline, a lot of us, and we are merging. You can, we do dip in and out. That's what we do. We do dip in and out. Like I said yesterday, I can look at the news, but I laugh at it. I don't stay in it. I'm a very aware, because you need to be aware. You need to be aware. It's just how you sit with it and how you absorb it. Are you absorbing it to the fact that it's vibrating you and you're like, oh my God, I'm so angry. I know I've changed, because I don't even get that. I can look at it and go, and I don't think nothing of it. And it's not a vibration that goes through me anymore, like this fear vibration that most people, I'd say the muggles, get this, oh my God, and it's like, I don't even get that. Other people on YouTube, if I've ever seen anyone's channels where, I don't know what the right word is, like, I don't know. I just don't get that vibration anymore. So I know things are changing, because it's like, things are changing. But things are changing, because things are changing within me. And if they're changing within me, they're changing on the outside of the certain things that I'm focusing on, not what I'm not focusing on. I don't want to focus on the things that I don't want to bring in. So like I said, awareness is different because I'm aware of what's going on, but I'm not focusing on the bad shit, because that bad shit can never be changed. And this is what people have got to remember. You can't fix your past. We cannot fix what has gone on in the past, even though you'd say it's in the now, but that's how we have to speak because we're human and that's how we understand things. So people need to get to grip with that out there. A lot of people will say, oh, and it's like, yeah, but we have to talk that way because we're human as well. So you can't fix, and it's funny because it's in the cards that I'm going to read out that I did before. You can't fix anything in your past. All you can do is give it love, and it was an experience, and you just let it go. All you can do is be now. So like I said, nothing in the past defines who you are now. You can't fix it because it's already been done. You learn from it. And if you don't want that same experience, then don't do whatever it was you were doing if you've worked out what you were doing at the point. Yeah, you're tuning your filter. Thank you, Ordinary Bear. That's ace. So yeah, so the cards this morning, I decided to do a little reading before I came on, and I've pulled the book out because I knew what they were, but some of the words in the book are absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to try and keep my fingers in the actual, I can't be bothered looking for it again, but, so, let me pull them out in which area they came out. I've got to keep my fingers in it. So, I asked, this was a little collective 3-card pull. Now I love this because the first one was number 17, which just cracked me up. And it's the stars, and it's a lovely picture, and it says the fates. You may think your life's been fated, but you can't fix what went on in the past. It's all for, I believe, a higher reason, a higher path that you're taking. But we had 17, the fates, and then we had regeneration. Well, we talked about this before. We are going through a regeneration of mind, body and soul, and your path is to regenerating because we're having a rebirth. We're coming away from what we were before. And a rebirth, like I've been saying and saying again, is also within yourself. It's also things that you want to bring out into the world of new projects, businesses, I don't know, whatever it is that you want to bring in. There might be a regeneration of, like I said before, oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do this. I want to follow this path. This is what I really came here to do. And then we've got a new life. Well, after the regeneration, you've got a new lease of life. You know, springtime's coming. You may be having new ideas again, this new lease of life. You know, it's a little fairy again. It's this transformation after this sleepy time of actually what is it that I want to do. I've had a new lease of life again about a project or something that I want to bring in that maybe I thought I couldn't before, but maybe this is the right time now. You've got a new life. We are going to a new way. There are new beginnings. We had a full new moon the other day, a full moon the other day, a new moon, new beginnings. We are still at the beginning of the year. We've got loads of time, even though we don't talk about time like that, to bring all this new stuff in. So I'm just going to read out what these were because in the book it was lovely. So the Fates said, hi Flower Power, hi. Essential meaning is fate, karma, acceptance. You've got to accept all them things before and then let them go. Acceptance that there are things you cannot change and knowing that those things are. Because if you accept that, it's fine. You can't always, change it. You can't always fix that in the past, but you can just go forward. And you have, like I said, you have a new beginning. Every day is a new day, so it's up to you. It's all choice. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. You can't change your past. You can just move forward. The courage to change the things I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, because a lot of the collective has a lot to do with it. That's why things are changed, because the collective is more on this new timeline that I see. The collective, by nature and by your past experience, may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. You might not understand it now, but you will. And as I'm saying that, I've got 24 in chat and 24 thumbs up. There you go, validation in chat. You cannot understand this in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with those events, and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. And that's what I think as well. You don't have to understand everything, because you never will. We don't know everything. We just know the bits that are going on, we think we do. But to me, it is from Spirit, and we are being guided, but there are certain ways you can turn. I mean, Spirit talks to you all the time. Are you listening? Are you listening? And then, what was the other one? Yes, we had regeneration. Which one was that one? Which I've said what that one is anyway. I might as well read them all. That was no point leaving that out. Which one are you? 40. Regeneration, rebirth, second chances, new opportunities. Well, hey ho, it is regeneration. You've got a chance to have new experiences, a rebirth, and new opportunities. Do you want to take them opportunities? This is why I say don't listen to the naysayers. They want you grounded down in the ground. They don't want you moving forward. Oh, how dare you change? You've got every day to change if you choose to. Second chances are available to you. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or a loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful, growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. You know, it's like there's something being built now. You know, and people, where is it? People, yeah, what you may have perceived, there's a lot of people perceive stuff as loss or something being replaced by something, you know, something better is coming in. Something better is coming in and it's being built up. Where is it? What happens when it appears you failed at something? Do you see the beauty in the lesson? The understanding that arises from difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a time. Then, once it germinates in your subconsciousness, pushes through into your awareness, it is becoming apparent that there is a new you, a new start. Yeah, well, there's a new me coming. I hope there's a new you coming. A more powerful version of the form of what you began to plant in the garden of your imagination has surfaced. You are ripe for success. New opportunities, much better than those that came before, appear like gifts from the gods. Now is the one of those times when out of the seeming loss and failure, some comes remarkable abundance. Do not dwell on the past. Do not dwell on the past, it's gone. Because you really are experiencing a rebirth. And that's why they're all trying to put out there, those, the dark forces. Oh, we're having a reset. I may have said that word wrong. No, we're having a rebirth, actually. Yeah. And then the last one was a new life, which all goes in with the same, you know, the same readings. These readings all match up together. Is birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, and a breath of fresh air. Life renewing itself. When spring awakens the world, funny that, spring. Do believe there might be something going on around springtime, not just with us all. Spring awakens the world. Of course it does. That's funny, isn't it? No, that's what I'm saying. Joy and excitement can be left all around, and in every core blossoms burst from trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise, miracles beckoning on all of us. This is one of those times in which your life, when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. You have every reason to be optimistic right now as things seem to fall into place magically. Opportunities remind you that the abundance is available to you. Delight in the bounty that begins to appear in surprising forms. Who's coming back in a new form? Stay curious and know that your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. It's It's as if a new life suddenly infuses your projects, projects, work and creative ideas with a kind of electricity that crackles with exciting potential. Fortune is smiling on you. Where we go on, we go all. Stand strong, hallelujah, already won. Yes, we definitely have, Nicholas, we definitely have. And that's why I'm chilled and just saying, just be aware of what's going on. But we know that's not what really is going on, if you get what I'm saying. So I thought they were beautiful and very in with the time. So you can't fix the past, like I said, even with the things we know that's been happening underground that ain't very nice. We can't fix that, but the way we heal is it has to be seen, it has to be talked about. Anybody in trauma, you know, people go and see counsellors and all that for things in the past. You have to talk about it. People say, oh, I'm not really bothered about all that. A lot of people out there don't want to look. A lot of light workers out there don't look. I'm not looking. Well, the only way we fix, well, not fix it, the only way, like I said, we can't fix it. The only way we heal is to talk about these things, because when we see that, of the contrast that we don't want, then we go to what we do want, and that is to heal those children as well and all the things that go along with that. Just saying that as an example, we have to talk about it, because the reason why it got us there in the first place with not seeing all that is because people have chose to turn a blind eye. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Blah, 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 blah. And that's why it's carried on for as long as it's carried on, with a lot of other distractions and, you know, being hijacked and all that sort of stuff. And then we've got the regeneration. Well, yeah, does it look a bit like the world's burning at the minute? Yeah, it is for some people, but it is for those big ass ones that their world's falling down. They'll put out you know, it's the end of the world. It's not, it's the end of the world for them. But with all this, see this tree growing, and there's a lot of light coming down, like orbs and stuff, you know, that good ass energy from all consciousness coming in, you know, and that tree's growing. It's growing to the light. It regenerates itself. It is regenerating itself. After death comes rebirth anyway. And then we've got the new life, this rebirth, new life. You know, we've had a bit of a sleepy time. We're all waking up to our individual, unique power of what we actually want to bring to this world. What legacy do you want to bring? What legacy do you want to leave in the time that you've got? That's what you've really got to be thinking about at the end of the day. You are a precious child of our supreme creator. Relax and know your loving angel holds gently in his arms. Yeah. So those were those cards. I'm going to pull some out for you again in a minute, because I just thought to come for a little chat. So yeah, so like I said, if you've just come in, I'm going to be doing a Love-uary, which is self-love the whole of February. So let's see if I can do it. I'm sure I can bring it. And it might only be a little video for 10 or 15 minutes just of what I'm doing on that day, which may help you. You could journal this. You could take pictures of what you're doing, whatever you want to do. And just to see how you feel at the end of it. And at the end of Love-uary, we'll come back and we'll have a chat about it. I'm still going to be doing my other chats whenever, but I've just decided to do this today because I know that it's very needed to keep people's spirits up and making sure that you're giving yourself self-love, you're switching off from certain things, and, you know, you only need... You can't say you haven't got time, because that's rubbish. You've got time before you go to bed. To go to bed early, you could have 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So don't say you haven't got time because you've got kids or this, that and the other. You have got time. Make the time for yourself. You're making enough time for everybody else, make the time for yourself. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Like I said, I'm going to be writing it down on my calendar. You could write it down on a calendar just to what you're doing that day, so you remember to check it, so you don't forget to do it. Self-love. You could write it down in a diary or on a notebook of just like the whole of February, and then you could carry on with that if you wish to, and just remember to do little things every day, even if it's words to yourself or self-affirmations, because I forget sometimes. You know, there's enough people out there trying to pull people down, you know, especially while all this is going on. You know, there's people out there that find that very, I don't know, the sole purpose to want to rip people down. You'll find that in your life everywhere. You know, there's enough of, like I said, there's enough negativity going on in the world right now without having other people's shit put on other people, you know, but that just shows where a lot of people are still at. You know, with that sort of energy. But it does go on. You know, it does go on. It goes on in life anyway. There will always be contrast, because Reality is duality. There will always be contrast, but hopefully when you look at that contrast, you see what you don't want to be, and you push yourself more forward to be what you want to be, because you're like, I don't want to be that sort of person. I don't want to be like that sort of energy. I don't want to, maybe I've done, but I want to grow actually. I want to come, even if you've been doing it yourself and realise you just think, I want to grow, I want to move forward, I want to put more love out to the world because that's where we're going. You get a lot of people who talk about love and light, but they're actually not doing it themselves. They're actually carrying on the mentality of actually not doing that, which I find very sad. You're welcome, Ron. I find very heartbreaking for people actually that side that do that, and love to them, because they do not know what they do, that sort of thing. Or people who are still hurt people, and no fault of their own sometimes. But I do find it very heartbreaking that there's people that want to do that, especially with what's going on in the world today. With this world, at least we're all in it together, because it's the whole world that are in this together. I said to someone, I would try that regardless of that. Oh, thank you. Yeah. People are saying, it's just got out of my head. What did someone say the other day? Oh, it probably come back in. But yes, Major. Many opportunities to grow your vibration frequency every day through the soul healing, humanitarian help. Exactly. When I see people who, they're on their own path, but then again, it's their own path, and they're just not coming away from that energy. It's just like, I just find it heartbreaking to see that, and you can see it outside. You can see it on Facebook. It's in many places because this is what's going on. But yeah. So like I said, I'm going to be coming on every day of February, just for a quick 10 or 15 minutes, just to put out what I'm doing, just in case you run out of ideas, because you can do it yourself. It's just about putting something in, like a ritual bath where you might have crystals. I've shown that before, and you may have your aromatherapy oils in your bath, and it's just to take that time out away from your kids and everyone else, just to bring in your higher self, to give you self affirmations in the bath, just while you're having that sacred time for yourself to, chill, have a peaceful mind, put some intentions out, connect to your guides, or whatever you want to say, or to be, thinking on the things that you do want to bring in. You can only do that, you can't do that when you've got kids screaming around you, when you've got things going on and you're doing the mundane stuff, even though sometimes when you're cleaning and stuff like that, that's when something pops in, and it's normally when you're not thinking about it, but that depends what you're thinking about, I guess, when you're cleaning and stuff. But I think you know what I'm saying. It can come in at any time, but it is nice to have that sacred time to do something. I'm going definitely to do this. Thank you. So if you all want to join me, that's what we're doing. You don't have to, but I will be doing that. So like I said, you don't need anything, but remember, tomorrow I'll be coming on for the 1st of February, even if it isn't the 1st of February, because I thought if I do it tomorrow, I'm going to be saying what I'm doing on Monday, so people can have a catch up, just in case I've got an idea where you think, like I said, you can do it yourself. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, but I haven't got this, so I might just have to nip to the local shop just to get some, I don't know, Epsom salts, which I had to get the other day because I'd ran out of Epsom salts, and I do love my Epsom salts in my bath, or something like that. So if I think if I do it on the day before of what I'm going to do on the Monday, and then on Monday I can tell you how that went, but then on the Monday I'll be showing you the Tuesday. Does that make sense? Because if I came on the Monday and saying I'm doing it, it makes more sense to me to do it to tell you what I'm doing the day before. So just in case I'm saying, oh, I've got this, and someone thinks, oh yeah, I might try that. I just need to nip out and get, I don't know, whatever it is. Could be a baking thing. I don't know. Whatever pops up on this chart. Yeah, so bloody kids. I know, bloody kids and animals and bloody men and bloody, all that stuff that goes along with your mundane life that gets you distracted. This is why self-love is very important, like I said. And we have to remember. That's why I put this flower in my hair today. I was like, yeah. But then I thought, I needed to go to rehab because then I thought, I don't really, because I don't, I'm not an alcoholic or anything, it's just that, you know, I was sporting the old, it just made me think of, why has the name gone out of my head again now? What's the name? Amy Winehouse. So, yeah, just with the bun and the flour. And then I decided to drink out of this cup today as well. So yeah, so you can either do it on your calendar that you have up, you know, which normally has all your school kids things on it, and you could just write in self-love today, and then just write a little thing that you're doing, and you've got to make time to do it. You've got to do it. It's a goal for February, and we're going to call it, I'm going to put it underneath here now. Instead of February, it's going to be called Love You Eri for February. Like I said, because this is my birthday month. My birthday is... Oh, it's on a Saturday as well. Not that it makes any difference, but... How old did I say I was again? I can't remember. 44. I think I'm 44. 1977. I said this last time. Got a brain like a sieve. Well, I'm saying I'm 44. Yeah. Think so. I think I am. So, yeah, so then I've put 44th birthday, which is number 8, which is infinity. So there's my birthday. You know, you get to that stage where you just forget how old you are anyway, and what is a number and what is age anyway. So I put it in there. But this is my birthday month, so I just thought a lot of people do self-love on YouTube. Like I said, a lot of people do self-love September, self-love November, whatever. And I just thought, well, let's do self-love February because we're needing it, you know. And it's a bit of a boost. It's a bit of a boost. And if you boost that up with self-love, you're going to boost your energy up anyway, your vitality, your immune system, because you're taking time out. You're telling your body, actually, that you want to look after yourself, you know, especially with all this stuff that's going on. Because even if you're quite aware of what's going on, and even if you're on your spiritual path of enlightenment, of your knowing, you know, and what you want to bring in with your pure passion to the world, there's still people that may be in your household, your friends that are around you, that drag that down a bit. So, you know, it drags your energy down a bit. Not because they want to, it's just because they're not on that path yet of, you know, that yet, just yet. So it can drag you down sometimes. Dolly, yes, you are turning 44. I know, because we were I know, I'm rubbish. I keep going. Yeah, I don't know how old I am. I think I'm 42, 41, but I'm actually 44. Yes, thank you. I just don't take much notice. Yeah, 44, 8, infinity. I get a lot of people who really worry about their age, you know, and I'm like, oh, I've not got even the same age as me, I've not got getting too old and like doing the things, and I'm like, I didn't even enter my head. I just think, so what? You know, you can do loads as you get older, and the older you get, the more you can make an excuse up of acting dafter and just going, oh, it's my age. You get away with a lot more, if you know what I'm saying, because it's like, oh, they're just, you know, eccentric and old or something. I said, no, we'll get away with loads. Looking daft, but I don't know if anyone else feels like that, but I think past 40, I just started forgetting actually how old I was. And I can't be bothered counting back. I just think, I don't know. I don't really care, because you're as old as you feel. And I always feel about, I don't know, 18 in the head, you know. You know, and it's that thing people say, oh, when are you going to grow up? Never. Why do I have to get into that, like, being too serious? Yes, there's times to be serious about certain things, like stuff we've been talking about, stuff I've shouted out in the past, which is serious, but I don't get too caught up in it, because I know there's great things coming anyway. Yeah, age is only a number. I think they put all that on you, so, oh, you've got to think you're old at this age. You've got to think... When I was at school, I used to think 21 was really old. I used to think, oh my God, when I'm 21 and I've got a house, you know, being like serious and married, well, that never happened. I did get a house, but I didn't get married, thank God. Oh yeah, that's well old. And then you get to 21 and you're like, it's not even old, is it? Because it's not. We're still learning and growing. We think we know everything. Even this stuff that we think we know fuck all, really, if you get what I'm saying, because we're going to go through another transformation, wake up to another load of things on our spiritual path and be like, oh, holy fuck, what's going on here? Let's go through that big awakening again. I just believe there's very many different awakenings, and I think the more we go through our awakenings, you could say through your chakras, coming up to your enlightenment of yourself and God's source, then we're travelling that way, because as a lot of us know, 7 chakras in your body, 7 chakras above. If we're working through them realms of consciousness, which I believe we are personally, that's just how I see it. You know, you could say galactic, whatever. That just means to me is just another word for the universe, for the cosmos. We're going to be interacting and learning things about that, which I know I'm going that way because I have been doing certain things personally that I see and feel on my path. Might not be for everybody, but it's for me. Of all those things, and it's like, ha, we thought that was that. Have you seen this? Oh, wait till everyone comes up to that one. So think about the people coming through the awakening of that awakening, and then coming through the awakening of the self, and then coming through the other way. Oh, it just goes on and on and on. It's just amazing. It's amazing. Ordinary bear. So yeah. Yeah, how old you get, the younger you feel. Yeah. But I think, you see, if you're too caught up on your age and how old you think you are and, oh my God, I'm getting old, you're not going to look forward to doing anything because you're too caught up on, oh my God, I'm getting older. It's like you're in the now, so that doesn't matter. It's what you're doing now, today, now. What you're doing now, today. I know it's a bit in this situation, in the whole world situation of lockdown of the mind and all that we can't really do that much, but this is going to change. This is going to pass. Everything passes, everything changes. Change is always happening. It's happened over years. This is what we go through. We go through changes, going through changes. So even this time's going to change, even if people can't see it. It is. Thank you, Lois. If you'd like to make a coffee donation, Lois has put the my email in chat. Also, I'm going to link these up after with me Instagram and everything. There's also super chat, and just to let you know, because I did think I put it on a community page, go and maybe community. I'm going to be doing some sort of what would you call it, reading soon. If anyone wants a private reading, it will be done over, I think, email for now, because I do get automatic writing with it. So I have done a couple for some people in America, and that'll be I'll let you know if anyone does email me. That's for just people who may want to do that, because there's certain things where I'm going and getting into. But I'll explain that in the link after. I'm going to link this up after on my computer, so it won't be on straight after this, but it'll be on when this downloads and stuff. Yeah, they do, John Kennedy. Yeah, they do, and that's why we've got to get into a lot of more holistic healing, I believe. Well, me and myself, and certain stuff that's coming in, and all these new, not so new, some ancient, new. But the thing is, you see, I see a lot of things with people can go on about, we're going back. Oh, thank you, Coyote. Thank you very much. I love your little little kissy. What is it? Kissy. I was going to say pineapple. It's not pineapple. It's a pear. Thank you. A lot of people say, oh yeah, we're bringing in these ancient. Yeah, we know we've got that, and these sort of like old ways. But I do believe we're going to have new innovations with old ways, but new, because we don't have to be stuck in the past, even though there's great things that will always come through from ancestors and sort of what would you call it, what's the word, indigenous certain ways, medicines, but they'll come in with new innovations of modern things. And another thing I want to say as well, and this is just personally me talking about this, people go on about AI. We do have certain computers that do things, quantum computers and this, that, the other. They're not all evil. People put out there that everything's evil. It's not. If it's been used for a certain way and been taught to be programmed a certain way, like we're programmed, it's going to do it for the thing that's programming it. So if that thing's evil, because let's face it, this is about good and evil. It's not about right and wrong. It basically is about good and evil, what's going on with this spiritual war. it can be programmed to learn a certain way. So, and I've seen loads of people say this, and I believe it as well. So it doesn't mean that we're not going to have technology. You're on it now. We need technology. It's good, but this is how we communicate. Nikola Tesla, be a phone. You would be able to see each other. Yeah, internet. Well, if we didn't have this, so no one can say, oh, they don't want it because they're lying, because a lot of people who say that are actually on the internet. We're communicating through the world. I know there's better things coming that are a bit better than this, but I just think technologies can work for the better. Technologies can help things grow. Technologies can help different areas and situations. I mean, a lot of people in, say, the Middle East and other places all over the world don't even have internet connection. They're going to have internet connection, free energy with free energy. But, you know, we can have AI, but we can have an organic sort of malevolent AI. There's been an AI that isn't malevolent. So when people say, oh, it's like they think they're getting rid of everything, we're never going to have everything, we're going back to a time I'd forgot, like we're going to go and live in mud huts in the middle of in the desert somewhere, and you're not going to be on computers, and you're not going to be like, you're just going to be trying to invent the wheel again. No, we're not. You can still infuse that in a malevolent way, so we can have tech, we can have some sort of medicines. No, I don't believe all big pharma were meant to be like that, but there's certain things that can come in that with an infusion of something else and an innovation, it can work, because there's certain technologies out there that are AI that can help people heal tremendously, but it's who's programming it at the end of the day. And that's the same for us, because everything's turned upside down. We're programmed. We all know we're like a computer system, you know, and a what you call it, a motherboard, plugged into a motherboard. We've got Earth as a motherboard. That's how I see it. We're like the little things that plug in. We're all quantum computers ourselves, you know. What's this computing up here, this computer? You know what I mean? So when they say the reset does make me laugh when you think of that, it's like, yeah, you're going to be reset, pull your plugs out. Artificial intelligence is another life. Yeah, it is another life force. It's on the Q thing, but what I'm trying to say is, that might be the wrong word I'm saying. You've got artificial intelligence, but you've got things that we have, tech. Maybe I'm saying the wrong word, tech. Got 29 and my eyes twitching. As in, yeah, that is another force. That's the one that's supposed to be getting blown out with the whole solar flash thing, which I believe is a totally different thing to some people, what they think it is. Because it's not from source, thinks it's detached from source, and we're all from source, so we're not separated. They've tried to separate us, but I'm probably saying the wrong word, so I might mean tech, whatever you see that as, but a lot of people, you know, don't see that as a good thing, and it's like, no. We had tech years ago, it's ancient, but we bring it in. Yeah, I do think certain things can do things, Danny, if that's what they're for, and I do think there's certain technologies out there that do that. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know when and where. I'm not putting a stamp on it anymore. It's just, but I do believe there's certain things that people might have to take that, because maybe they're that in depth in programming. A lot of us, you know, you can heal yourself, and a lot of us will be, I believe in the very near future, a lot of us will be helping people to heal. People will be going to healers. You will be healing yourself through different things, and it will be an ongoing thing. And you can do that naturally, which is the natural way. But I think there'll be people that will do the natural way, but also they'll need innovation from certain tech, because they're that ingrained with this separation, mind control, generations of trauma that may be needed as well for very, very deep. Even these people that have got caught up in certain situations, celebrities that didn't know what they were getting, and they've been very, very like split, if you get what I'm saying, of alters, and if you know what I'm saying, if you've looked into all that, that they may need that. But I think the people who need that first will not be us that are starting to heal ourselves. I think at first it will, if that is what's coming, it will be more people, like they say, the veterans who really need it, because what they've seen, what we don't know, exposed to, especially recently, but all the veterans from before as well, because we know why they sent us to war. To kill us off and kill the strong ones off and all that, and do certain jobs in certain countries, and we all know what all that's about, don't need to go into that. But also the biggest thing will be for the children, because they've seen unbelievable things have happened to them that we wouldn't even comprehend, if you get what I'm saying. So There's a good and bad in everything. It's like I said, people go on about certain people, certain races are good or bad. No, there's good and bad in everything. It's all about contrast. And basically, if you have a soul, you will be trying to look now at the things you can do that you're very passionate about that are going to help you, and also that of helping you is going to help other people. And it's coming away from judgment and coming to non-judgment, because we all judge. There's a lot of people out there on here that judge me. I'm not bothered. That's their own judgment of themselves, really, because they do that. When you've not personally met someone in real life, you can't really judge anybody. You're just going off what you think you see, or what you think you hear, or what you think you know. But you don't know that until you're around someone properly. I said to a friend the other day, I said, have you ever had that where you've had a friend who didn't like a friend, but because you're friends with a friend, you think you don't like them. So you start bad-mouthing these people. You know, it's a bit playground, you like when you're at school and stuff. But it happens anyway, because you feel so loyal to your friend that you can't like this other person. You go to a party or you end up somewhere, someone knows somebody, and you end up meeting this person, guy or a woman, you know, and you're like, oh my God, they're not actually the person that I thought they were. They're actually quite nice. Actually, I really get on with them. But then you feel like, oh, I don't want to tell my friend because they don't like them. But that person, that friend's just got a personal gripe with that person, or maybe they haven't actually sat down with them properly. That could have been from a friend of a friend, and it carries on. But really, when people get together and communicate, because that's what it's all about, you realise that you do like people. It doesn't mean you're going to get on with everybody, and it doesn't mean you have to like everybody, but you should never really, thinking about now, put your judgment to put it on to somebody else, even if they are a friend or a best friend, telling that person what they are, when that person needs to make their own mind up, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of people out there on YouTube who do that. They have channels, they put things out, they try to change people's minds. That goes on. It's a bit like CNN. It's a bit like, you know what? You tell too many lies, you could be working for CNN. That's really good. And really it's only their thoughts and what they think they see. It's not an actual fact or the truth. It's just what they think it is. And really the people who take that on, that's in any form of anything that's going on here or outside, is if you take that on and solely just believe people, that's why I say sometimes don't believe me, to go and do your own work, go and research, is you're being mind controlled off someone, and you're very weak-willed because you're just agreeing with someone and you haven't actually took the time and day out to look at anything. And this goes on with the whole awakening thing. People want to be given something free, they won't go and research, and when they do, they come back with something from the mainstream media, and you're just like, no. And they won't go and do the, because a lot are in fear, they don't want the bubble bursting, and we know that's how it goes. And that's why I say it's just very important to focus on yourself and do some self-love, and that's what I think's really needed at the minute. Let me see what you're all saying. Nick says, before I had my awakening, I was diagnosed with a rare form of stomach cancer, which directed me to spiritual side. I have healed through Western surgeries and natural remedies, doctors say. Yeah, exactly, cool, Nick. And that's the thing, because when we come into an awakening, and normally it's through trauma, an illness, an accident, or whatever it is, a relationship, whatever it is, it's still the same. That's what happens. Some people tend to go on that, not everybody. I want to look into like natural remedies first, and I want to look into these, and they go on these journeys. Not saying it's for everyone, I'm not endorsing that, I'm putting it out there, but they find what's right for them. You find what's right for you, and then the more you go on that, like Nick's done that, the more you'll probably go into more things where you want to bring other things in of holistic and blah 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 and whatever it is. And then we've got validation again, because we've got 30 in chat and 30 thumbs up. So then it's beautiful. Yeah, I went natural because I did not and do not believe in that's what I mean. Yeah, and I don't either, because I've got friends and family have been on that, and I've watched people what it's done, and I'm not saying whatever, everyone's got their own choice, but this is what I mean. When we're not educated properly in certain areas, 30 and 30 in chat there, like I said, we're programmed to regurgitate things and believe in certain things, because we've been programmed to believe that something's the right way. And then all of a sudden, you go on a certain path and you do other things, and you're like, hang on a minute, there's another way. So there is contrast. So if this is working for me, why did they not talk about this? Well, I wonder why, because it's all to do with the ching. And this is what I said. You can have a business or a project, bringing money in, that's abundance and it's a currency. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if you're spiritual, of course, you're going to ask for money. If you bring in a spiritual business in, or whatever business you're doing. But If you're someone like Big P over there, if you know what I'm talking about, the Big PH, they're only doing it for that. They're not really doing it. Oh yeah, we're helping people. Are you really? That's gonna get seen. A lot of people know, but it is your choice to choose which one you want to do. You know, some of it's gonna be not very good, and you could end up, coming back here. That was almost 12 years ago. Hi Janine, you are lovely. Mother has Trump chosen you to do. Well, you never know. Oh, I'm getting a right twitchy eye now. What? That's just made me laugh. Janine, you are a lovely mother. Has Trump chosen you to do this work? Well, I think God has. I think, yeah, I do. I think, when you get on your higher path, and no one's higher than anyone else, by the way, you start realising that we are on a path for the higher good and the higher good of humanity, which is coming from source, I believe. And that's where I'm going on my path. And it's not a new path, it's just my path sort of doesn't go straight forward. I can't see in front of me like what, I can see a light, but I can't see exactly because it would be boring. Sometimes it takes a turn. Like I said, you'll have doors coming up, a bit like the labyrinth, because your path is a bit like the labyrinth, the film, where she has two doors and she always thinks she picks the right one, and sometimes she doesn't. She picks because she tries to be clever and be like, oh, it's the opposite, and then sometimes it isn't because it's a big maze and the tricksters. But you end up working it out anyway. You end up getting there, because you are, especially if you're coming from the heart. I could have said things on YouTube. I've probably said loads of things on YouTube that are upside down the wrong way around, and I've tried to get things out and stuff I don't believe in now that I believed in before, but that doesn't matter. It's part of the journey. So I don't feel bad about myself. I don't feel, this is self-love as well, I don't feel that, oh my God, people are going to think I'm stupid. Who gives a shit? That was then, and that's not now. And if anyone wants to dwell on what I've said in the past or what I was saying a few years ago, but that isn't now. It's all about the now. It's what I'm talking about now. So if I'm talking about healing now and the self-love and all this thing is about being positive, which I've always been talking about anyway, positivity, that's the whole reason I came on YouTube. Isn't that what's important now? So to the people who, I've seen people comment on things from a while back. It's like, why? Get up to date. I may have said that then, and it doesn't change the fact of certain stuff I believe in. I may have walked away from other stuff, but at the end of the day, it's all about the now. So I couldn't care for those people who are, hopefully they find their true calling. No, thank you, Danny. I know I'm not, but I've always classed myself as dippy, but now to self-love, I'm like, no, Janine, you're not. You're actually more, I'm not even going to say intellectual, because what is that? It's just that knowing of my path. That's all I know is my path. All I can do is my path. I can't do yours or anybody else's. I can only be a guide from what I'm doing, and if it helps you, it helps you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you are the one who chooses to do what you want in your life and what choices you want to take, what you want to bring in, what passions you want to bring in. Like I said the other day, don't let anybody tell you any different. Don't let anyone put you off. You will come across contrast all the time in people and energy and things, and it's how you deal with it. There will always be people out there that don't like you, that don't like what you're doing, and that's okay, because you just carry on doing what you want to do. If you're too bothered about what other people think, like I've said before, and what other people think you are or not doing or shouldn't be doing, they're not here to give you the go-ahead. You're here to give you the go-ahead. And by following your intuition, your guides, your angels, the source, that the light, whatever you want to call it whatever you want, that's what you should be doing. Well, you shouldn't be doing, it's up to you. But if you feel you're having this 32 in chat, 32 thumbs up, if you're feeling this pull to something, start working towards it. What we're saying in chat, just seeing something there. And I'm going soon because I'm getting cold. Yeah, Kelly Jones. It's just like what Susie Q said there. Turn it to your own healing energies. You will find that once you start doing that, not only will be helping those. Yeah. It is hard, and that's why your mindset to change different ways of thinking, especially when you're in certain jobs, of changing it up a little bit. and seeing it a bit different, and just pumping out, you know, no matter what's going on, love, you know, that love energy to everybody anyway. Yeah, difficult as I'm not following the narrative. Yeah, but then remember, the path, I believe, is it's not easy, and that's why a lot of people don't want to do it. We've got a 32 in and 32 thumbs up because it's meant to put people off. Are you strong enough? Do you have the courage? Do you have the courage to walk in the light? It's not meant to be easy, because if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, and it would just be I don't know, easy, and then it would be a bit boring, really, wouldn't it? So it is sort of there to deter people, but it's showing you who are the strongest people, if you get what I'm saying. And it's actually more exciting because you don't know what's going to happen, but you sort of do know that there's a knowing that it's all going to end, it's all going to work out, but you're still going to have ups and downs. You still, it's how you deal with it. It's alchemy. All these chemicals bubbling up within you, your energy centers, can you calm them down? Something's just set you off. Yeah, well, fingers are tingling now. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm going to pull some cards and I'm going to go. It's getting really cold in here. Yeah, Susie Q saying you can still go through the actions that work requires you to do. Just do your thing. See, you can imagine things in your head and put intentions out while you're at work. They don't know that, but you do. That is working your light. It's working energy. You might not be able to see that energy, but it's there. So if you're keeping them intentions in your head, it's like sometimes when people talk to me off camera and I'm around certain people, they'll be going on about certain stuff of like what they're, and in my head I'm going, I'm not consenting, I'm not letting it in, la 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 la, because I know I'm pumping my lights out and I'm gonna give you love, gonna give you love. You could be looking at it and think that, yeah, well, I'm giving you love. If anyone gets what I'm saying, so I'm like, ooh, not letting you affect my energy field. My selenite wand. So anyway, I'm going to give you a bit of a heart bowl chakra thing going on in a minute. We're just going to do some cards, heart chakra, and then I'm going because I'm freezing my tits off. So yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, when I think of the heart, a lot of people will think of green if you're into your chakras, but I always think of pink. But the heart chakra is also pink too. So I always love me rose quartz. Rose quartz. That's what I was trying to say before. I said pink quartz. It just won't come out my head. So, let me just put my heater on because I am getting cold. But I don't mind getting cold for all you guys, you know, freezing in it. Let me put my woolly blanket on me. Right, so let's do some cards for you all before I go. Ah! Yes, thank you, I will do that. Luckily, I'm mat leave and oh, good. Right, so, yeah. What we're going to do? We're feeling drawn to. We're going to do the self-care because this is what it's all about. Forever and always. Let's do the Sacred Rebels because, you know, I like to be a bit of a rebel. Hi, Edward. Yes, it's cold on... Oh, it's gold. Right. Let's do the Sacred Rebels. I know I need to do a video on all my decks that I've got, and I will do that for the people who are interested at some point, sometime. And I know I've got to do a video for Patreon. I know there's not a lot of people over there, but I've got to do that. I've got to do that at some point this week coming. Now, my neck's not that stiff because, oh my God, it's still there, but... Ugh. Right. Because we're all rebels anyway. Let's see what Sacred Rebels have got to say for themselves. For ourselves. For our higher selves. Still feeling like a meerkat. If you saw it, it says like I'm a meerkat. I'm a meerkat. I've got them on my knee, so I don't even know if you can see. So let me see. Excuse my yes. Right. I hate this angle because it makes you look wider than you are. It's so funny, but never mind. It's the camera. It doesn't really work, does it? No. Right, so let's see. 28 below here. Yeah, it's gone cold now here. Oh, there we go. Head down. Oh, yes, we got this number before as well. This just makes me chuckle. Number 17. Number 17. What is already within you? What have you been bursting to get out? Transformation, this new project, this new way of being, this new you, this new job, this new projects, this new business, whatever it is. What is already within you? What lies within you that you've wanted to bring forward that maybe you've been suppressing? When you suppress yourself, you become ill, you become anxious, you become depressed. What is it? Because we're all going through a transformation, butterflies. You're releasing as well. What is it? What is already within you that you need to release, to let go of? You know, are you holding on to failure? You know, oh, this might happen, that might happen. No, go forth and do it. But the biggest thing of this card is you're releasing, letting go. Yeah, let go of that anger. You know, transformation. And with that transformation comes a lot of new things, new opportunities. And it's number 17, which is 8, which is infinity. You're always going to be letting go and learning and letting go and releasing and letting go and reflecting. That's how it goes, you know. You think you've done the work, then you're doing a bit more. So we've got that one. And then I'll do one out of the I definitely resonate with that cat. Yeah, it'll be more of a collective, you know, because it is what's going on. Let's do work your light. Let's see what the work your light deck says. I like work your light. We're all working our light. Just depends how you want to do it. Yeah, some people, Jane, saying anger. You know, there's a lot of people with anger. You've got to let go of that anger. You've got to let go of that judgment. I've had to let go of a lot of judgment. You know, there's still people judging people. I see that. I look around the internet just to observe how energies are going, and it's very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, we got 2 cards, I think. Is that 2? Yeah, 2. So we have got Awakening. Oh, and it says energetic upgrades. Well, yeah, you will be upgrading your energy if you're letting go of the other shit, because you're giving time for it. You're releasing to fill yourself up with new energies. A new way of being, integration. Is that not what I've just said? A new way of being, when you're releasing, you're bringing new opportunities in. And then the next one we've got is take a break. I've said this before. This is about the self-love again, which I'm talking about putting the first one out tomorrow, but really it's for Monday. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Take a break. People, like I said before, people think this is for a season, and you just do it for a little bit. It's not. It's a life's work. You'll always be releasing and letting go and moving forward and expanding and expressing and experiencing and letting go and having ups and downs, but it's how you absorb it. You know, if you want it to affect you and upset you and whatever it is, if you know, things can upset you, but if you want to hold on to that and hold on for it for a very long time, it's going to affect you. It's how you move around things, over things, under things, through things, how you let it come into you to embody. Is it taking over? Is it starting to control you? If it's starting to control you, there's a problem. Because it isn't something from outside or anybody else that controls you or can tell you what you can and can't do. It's you. But you need to take a break. If you don't take a break, as we all know, you burn out, you burn your fuses out, you will have a bit of a, I don't know, you could have a breakdown, you could become unwell if you're not going to take, and there's 32 and 32, time out for yourself sometimes. Time out from your kids. Time out. You know, it's not just a spiritual thing, oh, you've got to be doing this. Just time out sometimes. So, like I said, I'll be coming with that tomorrow. So that's the cards that work your light. You can't really work your light if you're depleting your light. You know what I mean? And you're not taking that time out. Time off certain things. Time away from certain things. Even if it's a couple of hours a day or whatever it is. And then we're going to go for the Oracle 7 energies. I thought to be kinder to myself, but after kids, marriage, divorce, I need to let go. Well, yeah. Well, that's funny because I don't know if you were in at the beginning of the chat, but I just felt I needed to come on here to talk about self-love and taking time out for self-love, because you can't be that loving to people around you if you're not actually being that loving to yourself. It doesn't work like that. You know, you have to work on that so your love for everyone around you is going to be stronger if you're actually filling yourself with love from yourself as well. Not getting it off people. You need to do that work. You know, there's a lot of people say, oh, well, you need to give your love out to your family and friends for your family first, your kids. It's like, no, you need to, I know it sounds a bit, you need to do it to yourself first so you can give it out. You become less angry and like so on and so forth. And it's a life's work anyway, so people shouldn't get like upset if they get a bit angry or they get a bit like this. That happens, you're human too, so, you know, just keep working at it. The more you work at it, the more it becomes a pattern of behaviour, the more it comes in, you know. You don't want to be, if you're this is why I say, if you're always focusing on the negative and being angry and being this and being that and being self-sabotaging and trying to sabotage other people, that's what's going to come in more, because you're programming yourself to be more like that, and then you'll sort of be used to being that way. But if you're trying your hardest to be a better person and coming away from all that and to be kind to yourself, you'll start being kinder to people around you. You're not going to self-sabotage yourself and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure you get what I'm saying. Ooh. I think we got, how many did we get? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've had these before actually. So, oh my god, yeah, we have. Have we had? Yeah. So we've got birds of a feather. It's always together when it's always better when we're always together and we're working as a team. Birds of a feather, family, friends. You know, so these birds have actually sat on different levels. Not that anyone's at different levels, but there's all sorts of different things going on at different levels. But, you know, if we all work together, we can build in what's coming in, which we are. Birds of a feather stick together. You know, and they're on these little what are they, little, I don't know if it's wood, but it's like they're raising themselves up because they're helping each other. It's teamwork, like what we're doing on here. We raise each other's vibrations. So these little birdies are rising up. We want to go up, we're not going down, we want to go up. Rise in our consciousness. Quieting the mind, well, yes, this work needs to be done as well. Meditation through being in nature, sitting and doing meditation, something that quietens your mind down. You need to take out time out for yourself, like I said before. The Oracle's gift, I see this card as, you are your own oracle. You know, once you start tuning in, where is it? Tuning in, go into that quiet place, you will get answers and things will start coming in. You'll start connecting, you know. You are the oracle. It's probably why it's got tea on there, like a tea leaf reader. But you are the actual oracle. You have a knowing within you. You know what's right for you. No one else knows what's right for you because you know thyself, or you should do. This is why I say it's so important. People make me laugh when they turn around. I've had this off quite a lot of people in my life and on YouTube. Know yourself. I do know myself. I'm the only one that does know myself. I know what I'm interested in. I know what I like. I know what I get from within. I know what I bring from within. But the only person who knows me is me. 32 in chat, 32 thumbs up. And that's why I'm saying, don't let anyone tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. You know what it is that you're passionate about. You know what it is inside you that you really want to do. Nobody else does. Even if they're surprised and go, oh my God, I didn't know you wanted to do that. It's like, no, you didn't, because it's within me. It's been within me a very long time. And now I want to bring it forth and shine. And that's when a lot of people around you won't like it, because they don't. The reason why people get so pissed off with people, even friends and family, when you're doing something, you've changed and you really want to go and do something you love from what you do before, is because they don't know their true passion. So when they don't know their true, like, pure passion, they get upset because it's like, oh, how do I find, like, well, you need to go and do the work and find out what that is and going within. And then bearing the fruit. The things that you've been putting forth before, which is now, so whatever you're putting forward now, even before, in the past, but it's now are going to bear the fruits in the future, which is the now coming up. You know, how you're being, what you're doing, and what you're trying to put out. So we've got 3, 3, 3, 3 in chat there. Yeah, and that's all I'm going to say on that one. And then I'm just going to do a quick colour and a quick self card, and then I'm bouncing out of here. Right now is the perfect time to take an astral nap to center. Yeah, true. That's if that's what people like to do. Doing a few of them. Talk about that another time. Right. Let's do a colour card. What colour? Oh, that's the wrong way around. Right. Oh yeah, I'm sure right, that was just me. I'm sure there's a lot of buffering going on. Right, let's go. What colour? Pick a colour. You know, wear colours if you don't wear colours sometimes, because sometimes colour brings you up in a mood, you know, colourful food, colourful clothes, colourful nails. Oh, that's the thing I want to say as well. Here's one of my self-loves. And I actually painted my nails again this morning because they were all chipped, because when I start doing my crafting they get chipped. But, you know, be self-love. You want to do your nails in a different colour to brighten the day, colour them. No matter what people say. Not into nail varnish, they're not into nail varnish, doesn't matter. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of people are doing that cool knicker drop-in, friends, you know, because they're not in alignment at the minute. They will do, and that's where I believe a lot of people will come back, and then it'll be non-judgment of, you know, then when they understand, they'll understand where you were all coming from anyway. Why would self-love be naughty? If you've got one of them minds, yeah, it might be to you. But funny enough, on the flip side of that, there's a lot of people out there, and I'm not talking about people with rude minds. I'm talking about people with there's a lot of people in the spiritual community actually that'll say self-love isn't a thing you should be doing, because you should be giving self-love out to everyone else. It's like, it doesn't work like that. Self-love is, if you can give love to yourself, that means being kind to yourself, kind words, doing kind little acts for yourself. You have more to put out to people, so, you know, and a lot of people will say that, you know. There's a lot of people who are very nasty to themselves. They don't give themselves self-love. They're self-sabotaging to themselves. They speak horrible words to themselves about their appearance and everything because someone else is saying they don't feel good enough. It's all about self-worth. Self-worth. No, I don't say self-accept. Yeah, self-acceptance. It's the same thing, but we're not talking about self-acceptance. We're talking about self-love. You accept things, but with that you give yourself love. So it's about self-love. I said that at the beginning of the show. Love is everything at the end of the day, so self-acceptance is a loving thing, so it's self-love. You call it what you want. It's not what's in my title. But yeah, why wouldn't you talk to yourself with loving words and just accept the things that have gone on in the past? But that doesn't matter, because that's not now. It's what you're doing now. Have you spoke to yourself very unkindly in the past? Probably. That grows in you. That's how you get ill and stuff, you know. Right, card is protect yourself. Well, I do think self-love is a natural way of protection, because you're not letting other people tell you what you are and you aren't. Telling you, you know, if you're giving yourself self-loving, kind words, and the stuff that you're going to see over Love You Worry, you're not really going to be interested in what others say. And other energies, and you could say entities, to me, can't attach to self that easily when you're doing that for yourself, because to me it's a bit like you're growing your aura out. When you're giving yourself self-love, you are growing your aura, and if you're growing your aura, it's harder for those sort of entities to sort of come into you. You know, if you're depleting, if you're that's what some people don't think, you know, they get all, if you're depleting your aura, it's easier for people to affect you. See it like that. It's just easier when you're putting your guard down, you know, and thinking you're not worthy, and you're looking to other people and blah blah blah. It's going to affect you. So you have got to give yourself self-love, with whatever word you want to put on it. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It's all about well-being, people. If you're not well, you're not going to be a well-being, and you can't really give love out if you're not that well. You're just going to be giving out what's attached to you to other people. So we're going to do the self-care decks, and then I'm going. Got stuff to do. So, sign of enlightenment. Let's have a look. Why do we see names pop up that don't pop up unless someone says something like James just said, you know? Is that a man's energy in there? Woo! What's that? It's like, come on. Not a load of kids. I'll laugh if this turns up in the card because there actually is that in this card. Yeah, some people don't listen, do they? They just go all like, oh my god, you're like a little child, and it's like, woo-hoo. That sort of energy. Well, compassion for yourself, Joe, is self-love. Self-love is compassion for yourself. It's accepting of yourself. It's self-love. It's the same thing. So, yeah, you're right, but it's the same thing. That's why I called it self-love. It's not just one thing. A lot of people don't accept themselves. They don't have compassion for themselves. They have compassion, but it's like, well, where's the compassion for yourself? You've got to remember about yourself. Or you'll end up ill and then you're no good to anybody. Like I said, if you're on a plane and the plane's going down, like, how are you going to save your kids or family? You're going to do it by putting the mask on first, or you won't be able to help anyone else. Right. We've got little trolls in the house. Yeah. Moderators, be aware of people that are coming in, because, you know, once you start talking about a certain thing pops up, you get people coming in like, oh, never heard of that before. I'm acting like I don't, you know what I mean? It's laughable. It's laughable. Oh my god, here we go. I knew it was going to come out. This is hilarious. Oh my god, I'm so scared of this word. I knew that was going to come out because of, yeah, what we're trying to say then. So you've got chanting. You can do a lot of chanting with your meditation, saying the words out loud or within yourself. It's going to bring you a lot of clarity and a lot of peace and calm. Remember, this is a self-care deck. We're all adults in here, so you can tell there's a lot of children vibes in there or something. We've got journaling, like I said before. A journal helps you look back, it helps you reflect as well, because we don't always remember things or what we've said. So it's nice to, because you can always look back a week from now, a month from now. I look back on my journals, my art journals, everything, like, oh my god, like, oh, that was a knowing that I had then, if you get what I'm saying. But it does help, and it helps if you're feeling frustrated, angry, because you can get it on paper and get it out. You need to get it out or that energy will stay in. And then we've got sex. Well, if you're with a partner, it's a good thing to be doing. You know, I said this the other day, it's contact, it's showing someone love. It is self-love as well, if you're with a partner. I'm not talking about people who just go out slappering it about, as I would say. That's not, you know, that's just, don't really know who you're getting with, do you? But if you are in a loving relationship, it's a nice thing to do. And if you're not, be careful, that's all I can say. And there's other thing that goes with that, but there's nothing wrong with that. People act like it's a, oh my god, you know, and then you get, sorry, but a lot of men going, oh, and it's like, grow up. You know, there's a lot of people out there who will go into that as if it's just a thing of, you know, using people or self-gratification, when it's actually a more beautiful thing than that if you're actually with the right partner and you've not been brainwashed into thinking it's just, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, there is, but that's not really a chat that I'm talking about. Hopefully people know what I'm talking about in chat. Maybe that chat will come up one time, I don't know. But there's a lot of people who just do things out there because they're programmed to do it. And they watch certain programs that just degrade men and women and thinking it's all about one thing when it's actually not. Nice card cutting technique. Sorry for the plug too, I'm not sure. Oh right, I don't know who I chucked out then. I was just like, what's all that about? They said that and I thought they meant something else. But like I said, it's a bit hard when you come in on live and people are coming in, especially names that pop up that you've never seen before. So I'm going to go now. Oh no, yeah. So I treated myself to something. I mean, I did treat myself to a few things actually, because I got my selenites, didn't I? And we've got 33 in chat. There you go, 33 in chat, 33 thumbs up. Self-love, remember, and then I treat myself to these now. A lot of people who know me know I used to do these myself, and these are not the ones that I used to do, but I thought, you know what, sod it. I'm going to treat myself. I'm not really interested in what other people think. It's me. Because, you know, I do the cards and stuff. My nails have been a wreck lately because of the crafting that I do, and I put nail varnish on and it's coming off again, so it never ever stays on me. So I thought, you know what, I don't know when I'll do these, but I did buy some little, yeah, they're only little cheap little glue on ones, little nails. I can put different colours on for when I'm feeling a bit of vibration, just because I felt like it. I'm not interested to see 44 and 45. What other people think, I know it's this and that, and oh my god, you can't wear them because you're spiritual. It's like, no, I like to do what I like to do, and if that's what I want to do, that's what I'm going to do. But I thought, sod it, I'm going to treat myself, do it myself, because obviously we're not allowed to go to places at the minute. And I'm going to do that because I just feel like it. So you are allowed to treat yourself to things now and again that make you feel good, and there is nothing wrong with that, and don't let anyone tell you that it is. Like I said, we've got enough people out there putting the dampeners on things, but yeah. So remember, it's all about self-love. I will be on tomorrow to say what I'm going to be doing on Monday, just to put a little guidance out there if you're doing along with it and you're trying to think of some ideas. Thank you, Joe. Well, I am a mother, so, you know, oh yes. And yeah, so thanks for coming in, even the people that have shown up that I've not seen before. And if I did chuck anyone out by accident because I might not have got what you were saying, sorry about that, but it happens. That's life, things happen, and, you know, especially when that sort of chat comes up, people go all like, people come out of the woodwork you've never seen before. So like I said, there is a super chat. Thanks for the people who put it in super chat. I will be linking the links up after at some point. I'll never do it straight away, but it will be there if you go back and look in the links. But it is on the last one if you want to go to Instagram, because I have got some new designs coming out, but some more designs really for spring, summer, which are going to be very, very cute. And we'll see, like I said, I've got my angel earrings in today, which will be going up. And you can't tell the colours in it, but they are. They've got bits of purple on. They're very pretty. Little stars on the bottom. We've got my angel earrings in today. Well, I don't think there was anything else. Oh yeah, there is. There is. Come here, there's more. Right, so I just wanted to do the blue book because I've not done it for ages. Just disconnected again. I'm going to do the power thoughts, sorry. These are affirmations. Let's find an affirmation for today. I'm going to go with 96. Ooh, yeah. I am unlimited in my ability to create good in my life. There's one for you. I am unlimited. You're not limited. People try to limit you. It's up to you. I am unlimited in my ability to create good in my life. So that's that. And yeah, if you're new to my chat, just say. Sometimes I get confused with who comes in, but yeah, I'm like, who are you? Right, let's do the book flip. Let's see. I'm going to go on the left because I normally go on the right, so... Oh, Our Secrets Make Us Sick. What they do. Oh, thank you, Lena. Thank you for the what is it? Thanks for being you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and that you've got the little pair with the mirror. That's very cute. Thank you, Lena. Oh my God, thank you, Lena. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Can't read now. Right. Our secrets make us sick, right? Our secrets, and it's by someone unknown. Our secrets can be so toxic and we don't even realise it. I had to learn that keeping things inside of me was part of why I wanted to use alcohol and drugs in the first place. I think we've had this one before. To hide from myself, because when you do that sort of thing, you're trying to mask something, you're trying to cover something because you don't want to look at what it is. You don't want to look at the secret within you. To hide from myself, because you're hiding it from yourself, you're not bringing it up. That's why I said at the beginning of this is why things need to be talked about. This is why people talk things out. It's not nice to bring it up sometimes, but it is a release when you talk to people. That's why I've always liked talking to people. When I started opening up, I started to heal. Yes, because this is what it's all about, and that's why in the 3D world, that's why stuff is going to be coming up. People don't want to look at it, they don't want to talk about it. Well, we are going to talk about it, and we are going to look at it, and there's probably another part on this YouTube channel of me doing whatever I'm bringing in, but there will be parts of where that comes up again in certain parts of my path, because it needs to be, and a lot more people will be doing it. So, in the first place, to hide from myself. When I started opening up, I started to heal by talking to someone and expressing how I feel. I'm able to relieve the power of the emotion that's been weighing me down, because it does. It weighs you down. The goal: share something you've been hiding with a close friend or family member. See how much better you feel. It's obviously got to be somebody you trust. And this is why a lot of you in here, don't mean saying about your secrets, but you talk in chat and people ask questions in chat when I'm waffling on with me. And you all try and help each other. That's why I've said this chat is so beautiful. That's why the internet is beautiful. Some people put a downer on it and say, oh, it's not, rah, rah, rah. Well, it's not, because especially in these times now, with what's going on in the world, and people, you know, they're trying to like censor a lot of us, and they're trying to censor people everywhere in the world as well, and they're trying to, you know, get people away from being themselves. They're finding it hard to talk to people. So it is a beautiful thing that we do have the internet to reconnect, even if it's like this for now. But we'll still be doing this and outside as well. Yeah, talk it out, self-therapy. Exactly. Journaling, that was in the self-care before. Journaling is very important as well, because if for some reason you feel you can't talk to anyone at the minute, express it, speak out loud, get it out of your system, and put it on paper as if you're talking. You're talking to God, talking out. So yeah, it's good to talk. And then the opposite side says, you might as well put it out because it's what I'll be talking about soon as well. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Are the things that you're wanting to bring in, are they of value? Mine are of value. And what's coming for the future of what I want is for value of people as well. It's so easy to get caught up in wanting success, wealth and fame. It's the kind of recognition you seek in life. It won't last because it's not authentic. We are here to be of service, which is what I've talked about, and which is what I'll be talking about again. To be of value and to help us in our unique ways. Success doesn't define who we are. It's only a reminder of what we can achieve. And that's why I've said, if you're bringing something out of I don't know, a new project, a business, whatever it is, as long as it's of value and it can help serve others, and it's authentic in that way. That's why I've said you don't go and do something just because someone else is doing it, because you want to be like them, or, oh, that looks good, that brings in loads of money. I think it was Mark Atwood, I think I listened to him a bit the other day, I don't know what he was saying, he had some woman on, and he said something about, as he's always helped people like that, you know, if it's a business plan, like, why are you doing this business? And some people go, it's to make money because it makes loads of money. And he's like, no. And I've said this before, if you're just doing it solely because of the money, or someone wants to be famous, you're not going to end up loving it, because if it doesn't come from here and it's not authentic and you're only doing it because of that, it probably won't last that long, because you're not going to get up every day and love it in the passion of what you're doing, because actually you're not really passionate about it. You're just wanting the money, if you get what I'm saying. The goal, think about what matters to you and make sure you are doing things for the right reasons and not pleasing your ego. Make sure your intentions are healthy for you. Exactly. So I'm going to go because I've been here for ages, and thank you, Lena, and who else put the other chat in before? Oh, I'm going to have to go up to the don't know who it was. Who put the other super chat in before? Oh, there it is. Is that it? I don't know. Coyote. Yeah. Thank you for coming in. I hope it all made sense. And the answers are being disrespectful. Yeah, they always are. I'm going now anyway. So thanks all for coming in. I hope you understood what I was trying to say. And self-love starts tomorrow, really, for Monday for the 1st of February. And it's Love You, Eri. Got to love you, Eri, for February, because it's my birthday month. So I thought I'd put that out for everybody. Have a good evening, gentle people. Yes, thank you, Joe. And yeah, so it'll be the day before, like you'll get it. And then at some point tomorrow I'll be coming with a chat about well, me basically, and my path and where it's taken me from the beginning. Like I said, for the people who may not know, I don't know what time, I'll let you know before. But like I said, thanks for coming in. Remember, this is about you now. It's about self-care, which helps here, which helps well-being and your mindset. That's what we all need right now in these times where there's so much distraction and stuff. Doesn't mean things aren't going on. It just means take care of yourself, why it's going on. We are in a war, a spiritual war as well, so you've got to power yourself up. The only way you power yourself up is by looking after yourself and not depleting yourself. So yeah, sending the high vibration to all. Yeah, that's off Ordinary Bear. And Dolly, you have given us such beautiful gift by creating this special soul family for us to engage with. Cheers, love. Cheers, family. Thank you, Major Face Balm. I got your name right because I always call you Lip Balm. But I know you don't mind. I need to go and put some lip balm on. My lips are getting dry because I've been speaking that much. But yeah, I'm just glad that I look at chat and I'm just like very, very grateful that you all get on, because it's just beautiful. So that's not even me bringing this channel, but you're all doing it in the chat. I'm not doing that in the chat. You're all doing it. So you're all like working in the chat, which is ace. Yeah. Thank you, Kelly. So yeah, we're finishing them earrings off tomorrow. Like I said, my neck's a bit better, so I'm not hunched over the table. Need to go and start moving about now, because it is going. And yeah, join me tomorrow. I don't know what time. I'll let you know for my my path, my story. Yeah, maybe I'll do it right from the beginning, because like I says, there's new people in, there's people that don't know, and there's people that think they know and they don't know. So yeah, thanks all for coming in. I'll see you very soon. Get yourself a notebook or whatever if you're going to do the self-love, because sometimes we don't remember. And this is just a bit of a goal for you every day for the month of February. It's only a month, people, to remember to do these things that will help you take a little bit of time out, you know, to give yourself some self-love. That's showing you that you're worthy, because you are worthy and you are loved. So I'll see you soon. Bye.